And you know how I am with like my over the top what's it called? Out of the over the top what's it called? Contrarianism. No, like I'm over the top contrarian, as in I will take every chance I can to disagree with someone. Like I would prefer to disagree rather than agree. Pretty much, like I try every chance I get to see if I disagree with someone, rather as in I don't have a preference for agreeing with someone. And I try to I try to look and see if there's any reason, like in any situation I look to see if there's any reason to disagree. And so for that I've gone against the grain. So I'm surprised she doesn't block me. Now that's more recent stuff. I was a retard in like 3 years ago. And so that's why these drawings, the content is quite lesbian. And see, the thing is, here's the final point I want to make anyway, and it's that I feel ashamed for liking this. I feel ashamed for liking this art style. Oh god, what's this guy's face? It's Exvialantis, right? Am I really gonna sit here and make sure? Is the murderer? Whoa, what just happened? This gives me anxiety. Well, it has a lot more going on in it than like Mario Kart. Well, that's only because I play with the items off like a stupid person. It's why I find the gameplay of this quite engaging, and it's as much as you want to put into it. Like for example, if you want to like hide during the entire thing, you can do that. Or which I never do, and so it only requires as much effort as you want to put in. Pretty much, this game mode. If you want to really play hard, then you sure can do that. Or I could just take a little bit of a backseat here and talk about other stuff. And, I'm not really exactly paying attention to where the gold is here. I mean, it's pretty easy to find, and it's why I put YouTube videos on whilst playing this. It's like the perfect solution. It's what I do. I play video games whilst watching YouTube videos because the YouTube videos themselves are not engaging enough. So I just try to split it, and that's more entertaining. And sure, maybe sometimes the game gets interesting enough that I lose concentration of the video, and I think that's fine. I don't need to pay 100% attention. Point is, I'm paying enough attention. I'm paying enough attention for the game not to get boring, and I'm also paying enough attention to the game for the video not to get boring. Pretty much, I have something to do whilst watching the video instead of just watching the video. Because when I just watch a video, I'm not really exactly sure what to do. It's why I always when I watch Nintendo Capri Sun videos, I'm always eating. I barely watch any Nintendo Capri Sun videos when I'm not eating. That's just something I've done recently. That I just gotta be eating. And that's not to say that I eat all the time. It's that I don't watch Nintendo Capri Sun all the time. I only sometimes. Like I was watching Nintendo Capri Sun like a few hours ago, and I was eating. I don't think I need to go into what I ate. Just some basic toast and butter and cream cheese on a couple of them, and then I got some eggs on a couple of them. I put some eggs in the pan. I had some oil. I had some olive oil in the pan. I never cooked with olive oil before, unless we're counting. I don't know. Maybe I did in home economics or whatever. But the point is, yeah. So that's what I did, and I also had some soda and a couple of cups of tea, green tea, sencha. Oh no. also had some water, just, you know, water, tea, soda. That's about all you need. And that rhymed. So my point is, I feel ashamed for liking this art style. When you really look at it, pretty much all of the faces, not all of the faces, not the one which is barely colored, but especially the second picture looks, it's like a huge blush, and I don't know if you would consider it a blush or if you would consider it the Tumblr red nose art style. Are you familiar with the Tumblr red nose art style? Because I sure am. The thing is, people on Tumblr always tend to, oh god, people always tend to draw a red like a red on the nose. The nose is always like red. Like there's like this reddish part on it, about the nose. So it looks like they're all having all have the common cold pretty much. And I say I find that distasteful. I guess that's because it's not really as pronounced. This is more like a blush, really. I like it. Just get to the point. I like this art style, and I kind of feel ashamed for it, and I kind of feel ashamed for watching the content of this too, for enjoying the content of this too, like the content of the drawing. You know, this seems like something I would which I would denounce, because my ego is just that fragile. I don't even know what point I'm trying to make here. Just, I was impressed with Roina's latest drawing. More impressed than usual. A lot more impressed than usual. Well, not that I can't even remember what she drew last or anything like that. I don't know. There's really nothing more I need to say about that. It's just, I'm a little bit of a retard who just gets hung up on stuff like this. It's like I've always gotten hung up on things, like obsessed with things, quite short term too. What are some things I've gotten obsessed over? I don't even want to say it because it's so cringeworthy, and I have actually forgotten to what I've gotten obsessed with, because I, like, you know what they say, repressed it. I'm like repressed it because it was so cringeworthy. I don't know. For some amount of time, I was pretty obsessed with. I don't know, what was I obsessed with? I was obsessed with like small things, not small things like that, but you know. Oh, I remember. For a while, I was pretty obsessed with the sprites from Pokemon Gold, in a weird way, like in a really weird way, and I don't even want to talk about it because it's quite cringeworthy. Let's just say that, you know, yeah, I'm not going to talk about it. I'm not going to give you that leverage. Not yet, at least. Maybe I'll do it in like a few years from now, unless I'll end up dead by then. So it probably wouldn't surprise me.